Hello friends, welcome to Python video tutorials. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief introduction to collections, that is called list and tuple, and previous videos which we covered are related to basics of Python like variables, data types, and if statements, for loop, while loop, and functions. And now we will start with Python list. When it comes to data engineering side, when we are working on particular data validations or data process in PySpark, frequently we'll be using this list. So list will help you to store data for validation purpose, for debugging purpose, and some constant values. So Python collections will help you a lot on that. Okay. And when it comes to complete Python data collections, or you can say data structures, so list is having a more methods where we can play around that when it comes to data transformation side. Let's start with what is a list and how to create a list and how to add values, update values, delete values. Similar way, we'll understand that. So when it comes to Python data structures, you can call it as collections, and other languages like in Oracle PL SQL, we will call it as collections. So where we can store more than one value. So when it comes to data part, variables will accept only one value. So if we have a requirement to store more than one value, we'll go with collections. In Python, we will call it as a data structures, and other languages, you can call it as arrays. And Python is having different types of data structures. Those are list, tuple, sets, dictionaries. So first we'll start with the list. We'll understand list. Why? Because it is very important, and we will be using frequently in PySpark side when it comes to data engineering. How to create a list and how to use a list and what is a list. A list known as a number of compound data types where we can store multiple data types data and more than one value, or you can say more than one items. And how to create a list? So list starts and ends with square brackets. So in between you can go with a number of values, each value separated by comma. So list will have indexes, that is called ordered and changeable, mutable. So you can add a value, you can update a value, you can delete a value, same as like a table. List will allow duplicates as well. So duplicate values also you can add that. Let's create a sample list. We'll understand this. Variable starts ends with square brackets. Let's verify type of this object. Just I'm running. First time when we are running, sometimes, yeah, fine. You can see this empty square brackets. Default it creates a type called list. This we already covered in data types, Python data types. Okay, so list also one of the data type where we can store more than one value. Then each value you can give multiple values separated by comma, and it will allow duplicates as well. See here, and multi data types as well. Just will print this. We print the output using this. So we can go with the multi-valued and multi-data type. So I'll go with the string. Okay. Then I'll go with the Boolean data type, true and false. I'll go with the float values. See here. So integers, then float values, Boolean data type, strings, which we can go with a number. That is called list. So list will have indexes, that is called ordered. Then you can go with the multiple data types, multiple values, each value separated by comma, and it is changeable. It will allow duplicates. That's the main advantage of list. we'll understand how to retrieve these values from this list. So we are printing everything. So if you have a requirement to print only few values, why? Because list will have indexes. We'll understand that. Well, understand indexes concept. This is very important. So when it comes to, this is example, this is one list. It is having maybe 3 or 4 items. Consider that 3 or 4 items. 1, I'll increase the size. 2, 3, 4, then 5. So Python's follow list, it will store as indexes. Left to right positive indexes, right to left negative indexes. Mean if I want to retrieve this value, left to right positive indexes, you can specify the index name, you will get the value. Right to left, from right to left negative indexes. So I will give a blue color for positive indexes. So indexes, positive indexes start from 0. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, like this. If I use this name, it is list. Okay. So if I use list of square brackets 0, then it will return one value. If I use a list of 1, it will return 2. If I use a list of index 3, it will return 4. If I use a list of index 4, it will return 5. This is called positive indexes, left to right. Then negative indexes. So negative indexes from right to left, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So if I want to retrieve last value using negative indexes, -1. So -1 means it will return fifth value. Okay, the value, item value 5. List -3. So -3 means value 3 it will return. So list -4. So -4 means it will return value 2. This one. So this is called indexing and slicing. So we can retrieve values using indexes. So those indexes, left to right positive indexes, it starts from 0. Right to left negative indexes, right to left negative indexes start from -1. Let's understand this. I will create a one list. List 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same example we will use. If I use list of 0, 0 means it should return one value. That is called left to right. Then index 2. Index 2 means value 3. Index 4, if I use, index 4 is value 5. Because that start from 0, 1, 2, 3. Maybe you will get confused because indexes starts with a 0 and values also I am giving 0, 1, 2, 3, right? If I give a text values, Raj, Ram, Reshwant, Vicky. So 4 values I am giving. So index 4. So index 4 is not available here. So that is called list index out of range. That exception you will get because it is not available. Only index 3 is available. That is Vicky. Okay. Then index 1. So index 1 means this one. So index 1 means Ram you will get. No, I want fetch from right to left. So right to left I want this value. So how you will get a last value? -1. So -1 means the last value you will get. 0 means first value you will get. That is positive indexes left to right, right to left, negative indexes. So negative index means -2, last but one you will get. From last, the second one is. So this way we can go with slicing. Okay. So we'll pass index values. The range of indexes also we can use. So list can be indexed and sliced. Index means single index. Slice means more than one value. Let's look at this. This list is having multiple values. I want from index 0 to index 3. Index 0 to index 3. So we can give a range. Index minimum value colon maximum value. Minimum value colon maximum value. So I will update the comment. Slicing. So when it comes to slicing, minimum value colon maximum value. But when you are using maximum value, always n minus 1. Remember in Python. So Python range always max value means n minus 1. So n minus 1 means index 3 we are giving. So index 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3. Orange we should get. But as I told you, the range always n minus 1. So 0 it will start 0, 1, 2. So this is n minus 1. So max value always n minus 1. So if I start with the 2 and index 5. So index 5 means n minus 1. Index till 4. So 0, 1, 2. From 2 means cherry, 3, 4. The fifth one because n minus 1. This is positive indexes. If I am not using the first one, it will start from 0. The minimum value, if you are not giving minimum, it will start from 0. If you are not using a maximum value. So if you are not using a maximum value, it will treat as maximum value, whatever it is. So now it won't consider n minus 1 because maximum value, whatever it is available. So if I specify minimum value 5, then 5 it will consider. The maximum value will be this one. Always maximum value. Then if I am not specifying minimum value, if I am going with only maximum value, so n minus 1. So n minus 1 means 0, 1, 2, 3. So fourth one is n minus 1. So this way which we can go with a slicing. Then negative. So negative means here we are using positive indexes. If I want to start with minus 1, then minus 5. Minus 1 to minus 5. So minus 1 to minus 5. But when you are looking at this, here it is minimum value, here it should be maximum value. But when you look at the value, minus 1 is maximum, minus 5 is minimum. We are specifying opposite. Okay. So minus 1 is maximum, minus 5 is minimum. But as per syntax, we need to specify minimum here, maximum here. So minus 5 is less than minus 1. So minus 5 till minus 1. This is the way. Again, we are going with minimum value, maximum value. Always consider that. Minus 5 is minimum, minus 1 is maximum. Okay, little bit confusion will be there whenever we are using negative indexes. Always consider this minimum value, maximum value. Minus, when it comes to minus 5 is minimum, minus 1 is maximum. So minus 5. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. From minus 5, cherry, 4, 3, 2, then minus 1. But still we are not getting that minus 1. Why? Because always maximum value is one value less. If I am specifying minus 1 means it will give only one value less. If I go with a minus 2, then still you see these two values are not coming. This value is not coming because only these three values are coming. This is called the range of indexes which we can retrieve the values in a list. Then updating list. So updating a list, so we can update existing values. Let's consider this. How we will update? Because indexes is available in a list. Each value will have one index. Okay. It's like a database will have a row ID. Similar kind of every value will have an index. So I want to update wherever April is there, I want to update November. Wherever April is there, I want to update November. So April index is 0, 1, 2, 3. So just specify index, then assign the value. So that will get automatically updated. So this is called updating a list using index. Using index, we can update the value. Then the same another example. Update index 3, wherever index 3 is there, December. For example, index 3 is available. So I will go with index 4. So index 4 actually it is not available. So whenever you are going with the index 4 is not available, you will get a out of index range error. That is, index is not available. So remember that. Then how to add a value? This is only for updating a value based on indexes. I want to add a value. So for adding, multiple options are available. So one option is insert. One option is insert, append. Append means always it will add end of the list. Always it will add end of the list means in this list you have a multiple values. When I use append of values, what will happen? It will add end of the list. End of the list. So what I did, added another list actually. So append primarily we will use for single item. Append we will use for single item. This list it will treat as a single item or single value. So single value means, see this. Append, always it will add end of the list. Let's look at this. So end of the list means after April it is added May. If I want to add another value, so when it comes to append, it will allow only one value, always one item. It may be single variable value or collection. So collection means it should be in a list. Okay, so list also is one item, so it will allow that. So it will add as a list. You can see this, it will add as a list. Or maybe tuple we are not covered as of now. Tuple we are not covered. Sets also we are not covered. We will cover next. So you can add as a another collection. Okay, next head. Inside list we are able to add set or list. So append will help you adding a single value or a single collection. Okay, so this is for adding a values on the list. Then I want to add in between. Update we can do based on indexes. Insert we can do on the end of the list using append. So there is another option called insert. So insert primarily we can go with in between. If you want to insert, we can insert that. In between we want to insert, we can go for that. So index 0, 1, 2. So I want to insert February as a index 1. So insert will have a two arguments. One is the index position, second one is value, where you want to insert this value, that is index 1. So you can see this January, February added. And we can use a len. There is a function. So length, there is a function. You can use the length function and you can add. This is equal to append. Append means end of the list it will add, right? So index we are giving length. So length means total length of a string, it will return this. If I use len, so len is a function finding the length, how many items are there. It will give you the total length 3. So 3 dynamically we are taking the length of the existing collection. So this is equal to append. Why? Because it will find the length, then last it will add. That is called length of your list comma value is equal to same as append. So this is where which we can go with inserting a values, update values, append values, insert values. Then extend. So when you're talking about update, append only one value it will allow. So if you have a requirement for more than one value, that is called merge. So merge is nothing but extend. So extend is an option where we can add more than one values, but that values should be in a Python list. So it will extend. Extend is nothing but merging. See here, this is one list and this is another list. So then give multiple values, extend of that list will append it. You see this. Okay, that is called adding more than one value we can achieve using extend method. So extend method, we can use that. Next, length we already discussed. So it will give the total how many items are there in this list. That is called length function. If you want to sort that order, whatever the values are available, if you want to use, you can use a sort function. So this method, I will use a print length of list. Okay, then print sort. So sort default it will do ascending order. Sorry. We are. So here we are using a print, then we are sorting. The sorting primarily arrange the elements in low to high order. So low to high order, let's both we are using. We need to print that, we forgot that. Okay. So now you see this, everything in ascending order. So ascending order, but if you give some 10 here, 9, 8, 7, different order. Okay. In between add 1, 3 here. Okay. So if I use a sort, so sort will do sorting. So sorting that order. So now if you look at this, highest to lowest, highest to lowest. So this way which we can achieve sorting ascending or descending. Default is ascending. If you want to go with the descending, so there is another option called reverse equal to true. So reverse equal to true means which is descending order. Default it is ascending order, that is false. Ascending order. It may be integer, it may be string values. So now you say this. Okay. So sorting also is possible because list is ordered, indexed and updatable, mutable. Then if I want to change the positions, that is reverse order. So sorting is different. Sorting means alphabetical order, ascending or descending. Reverse means as it is, whatever available, exact it will reverse the items. Reverse item means first item last, last item first, like this. That is called reverse also is possible. Okay, we can do reverse as well. Then removing. We did insert, update, then sorting, then reverse, then removing. So removing also multiple functions are available. So we can remove values from list, individual values, value based using a remove function. It will remove that. Okay. And there is another function called pop. So pop also we can use. So here I'm appending a value, then I'm using a pop. So pop primarily it will remove end of the, or you can say recently added item. End of the or recently added item, that is called pop. You can remove, one option is remove method is available. You can specify the value, or last item if you want to remove, you can go with the pop, and index based also we can go with that. And difference between this remove and pop is pop will return the value. So pop will return the value whichever it is deleting. So that you can store into variable. If you want to store as a reference, you can use that. That is called pop. It will return the value whatever it is going to remove. So we can go with index based. So you can pass the index 1. 1 means 0, 1. So 1 is February. It is returned to this variable. So pop remove and clear del. So clear also is there. So del also we can use deleting entire object, same as like variable, we can delete object. So once you delete, you will get an error called object is not available. So similar way, list also you can create a list. You can go with the deleting index based using a del function. Using a del function, you can go with the index based. Pop also default maximum value, or you can say end of the item, or index based. Del also you can use index based. If you not specify indexes, what will happen? It will remove the entire object. Then it will throw object is not defined. One method is we can go with the index based, or entire object we can remove. Then instead of deleting entire object, if you want to freeze the memory or release the memory, we can go with the clear function. So there is another method called clear, which it will clear the values, but empty list will be there. If you delete, if someone is using the same list, if you delete someone using the same list, it will throw exception. So exception means it will stop the program. To avoid that exception, we can go with the clear. Clear, mainly we can use clear the values. Okay, empty list will be there. So these all are available options on list. List is very important. All these options are also very important. Then copy. If you want to create another copy of a list, you can go with creating a copy. So just when you are using equal to, so equal to is assignment, and when it comes to equal to, what will happen? It will create only just reference. It will create only just reference means whenever you update a main one, the second one like master also will get updated. Let's look at this. This is a main list and I'm copying using assignment equal to. Then I'm adding a value in main list. Then when we'll verify this list, that list also the same value is get added, because whenever you use equal to, it will consider reference to the first list. So this list always depend on this. If I remove particular value, it will remove from both. You say this. If I add any value, it will add in both. Okay, that is called equal to. That's it will consider reference. Then how you will create a copy? So copy is another function is available. Just is called constructor. So one option is constructor. Another one option is just taking a copy of this. Taking a copy of this means when you use a copy function, it will create another list. So that is also list. But whenever you update on this list, if I update any, so append new, or you can say Ravi. So now verify this. So Ravi is added in a new list. Verify the old list. It is not added. So this is called copy. So copy also we can do. Copy also we can do. It is possible. Then last one is index. I want to find the position of a particular value. Okay, I want to find the Ravi's position, or you can say index. So that is called, we can use index. So in these values, I want to identify wherever Ravi is there, Ravi's index. Or you can say Khadar. So Khadar is the index is second. Mahesh index is fifth index. So this way which we can achieve. And there are some other second and third also is available. Start and end in between. So start and end in between. For example, I will create a copy of this. Okay. 3 Ravis are there. If I use Ravi, I will remove this. Just finding that Ravi. Third position. Then if I go with the Prasad. So any spelling mistake? Yeah. So here the comma is missing. That's why. Now you can see the Prasad, the value at fifth fifth position, fifth index, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. Okay, here it is missing. That's why comma is missing. It is considering as a single string. Now you see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see this. So if I use Ravi, now you can see 0, 1, 2, the second index. Okay, second index. Then if I go with 0 to 5. So 0 to 5, the first one only it will return. Okay, 4 to 7. So 4 to 7, and which one is available? Fourth is available. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is fourth one. Okay. Then 5 to 7. So 5 to 7, I think fifth one is available. Okay. So this way which we can identify, but always it will give you whatever value you is giving, first value only it will give. Whatever that start value, the first value only it will give you that. So this way which we can identify index, that is position of a particular item. This is about Python list. Next, tuple. Tuple also we can use based on our requirement. Then when we will use, primarily if you are looking for constant values. So list is ordered, indexed, changeable. It will allow duplicate. Then tuple only the difference is immutable. Immutable means unchangeable. Same as list, only the difference here it is ordered, indexes is available. It will allow duplicate members. The difference is immutable, means unchangeable. How to create a tuple? Round brackets. So if you use the round brackets, type of this tuple. So again multiple values separated by comma, and it will allow duplicate values. It will allow duplicates values, and it will have indexes. So indexes means again you can go with a slicing, same as list. Index 1 value 2, index 5 value 4. So slicing also same as list. Then why we need a tuple? Anyway, list is available. If you're looking for constant values, then go for tuple. Constant values means declare and use wherever you want, but no one can edit this. That is called constant values. And when it comes to constant values or changeable values, so performance wise, tuple will give better performance than list. If you don't have any requirement to update a value, that is called immutable, unchangeable. The difference here starts and ends with round bracket. Slicing, everything same as list, only here it is immutable. So when it comes to list, so list will have a append, insert, extend. So these all are for adding, updating values using index based. Then remove, pop, del, clear. So these all are methods available for removing values. Same thing, copy is available. So copy, creating another copy. Then sort, because indexes is available, sort is we can do, and reverse also you can do. You can reverse the string, and then finally we can go with copy. So you can create a copy. Yeah, copy, already mentioned this. So these all are about to list. But when it comes to tuple, we cannot remove, we cannot add a value. So that's why you cannot see this. Okay. So slicing is same as list. Can go with the left to right, right to left, negative indexes, positive indexes, all are same. So negative indexes also we can retrieve the values. Range of indexes also we can go minimum range, maximum range, positive indexes, negative indexes. Then how to change the tuple values? So tuple values directly, it is It won't allow. Let's try that. Let's try this. In this tuple, I want to update this banana index 1 to green apple. Now you see tuple does not allow item assignment. Does not support item assignment. So immutable. Then if we have any requirement, how we will do that? Then convert into list, update, then convert into tuple. This is the easiest way. First we will create a tuple, then we will convert into list, then we will add we'll update the value based on index. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 updated the index 1 value 44. Then again we are converting into tuple. This is the only one method which we can go with this. That is updating a value. So there is a union is available here. So union means if we have a two tuples which we can union that. It's similar same as extending list. So that also we'll see this. So looping, using a for loop, we can read each value. Using for loop, we can read each value. We can verify the condition using in operator if particular item is available in this tuple or not. So if banana, if is available, it will print this. So majorly condition validation, conditions, looping. So everything is possible. Then finding a length. So how many items are there? We can use that. Then del. So del entire object, if you want to del it, that is called in a Python variable. So variable, we can delete that. Removing item. So removing item means individually if you want to remove. So individually if you want to remove, see tuple does not support item assignment. So you cannot remove values, you cannot update values. Only you can remove tuple. Okay. Then as I told you, instead of converting a list, then updating a value, if you want to add any values, we can go with the concatenation. That is called similar to append or similar to merge. Just you can concatenate two tuples using plus operator. You can concatenate two tuples, then it will work. This is the only option we can go with if you want to add any item. So append won't work, insert won't work, update won't work. Only one method is converting into list, another method is concatenation operator. So you can create a tuple using constructor called tuple. We can use directly convert into tuple. Okay, this is a tuple constructor, tuple function we can use. Nested tuple, inside one tuple we can go with another tuple. So that is this two list. So those two lists again another tuple concatenation. Okay, that is called inside one tuple. That is another two tuples, nested tuple. So that also possible. Like list, inside list, another list, like tuple also inside tuple, another tuple. When we will go with the tuple means only constant values, then it will give a best performance compared to list because immutability reading is good. Okay, immutability reading is good. This is about list and tuple, and next video will verify and we'll see sets and dictionaries. Those also, dictionaries also is very important when it comes to data engineering. We'll understand that in another video. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you very much.